Support for the Hub is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. They obsess over the technological developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide, and I got an exclusive offer for you guys, 20% off plus free shipping with the code HUB, H-U-B. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code HUB, H-U-B at manscaped.com. Nate Solder!
Why, Triple H? You son of a bitch! Why? Tell me why!
Why are you coming back, man? Oh my god, guys. Nate Solder will play in the 2021 season, man. The Giants, number 76 left tackle. Oh my god. Offensive tackle, I should say, is coming back to play for the New York Football Giants in 2021 because why not, man? You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know, the Giants are such a great team. He's like, yo, I want to come back and play. Oh, man, guys. I really did not expect this. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't think anybody expected this. I think everybody was assuming Solar was going to retire because, there were several reasons. One, he's old. You know what I'm saying? He's old. Two, he's not what he used to be. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely not a starting offensive left tackle in the league anymore. I also want to say he's not a starting offensive right tackle either. I want to say he's at this point a swing guy, a backup guy, kind of like Cam Fleming actually, who you already have on the roster. I want to say he's somebody like that. But I haven't seen him play at the right tackle yet. I can't deny that last season before he opted out, I was really liking the idea of Solar at the right and Thomas at the left. Because I thought Solar was just going to be better at the right side at this age. Maybe that still is the case, but we all know why I'm not really entertaining that idea right now, and it is completely because of his contract. It's all because of his contract. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I hope Nate Solder and his family were doing well. I hope his son, who was battling cancer, was doing well, because that's the whole reason he opted out in the first place, due to the coronavirus concerns. And his son obviously is a very high risk patient right there that survived cancer. So I mean, I hope that they're doing well, and that's another reason I thought he would have retired as well, because I mean, it's not exactly like it's gone anywhere. It's not exactly like the pandemic disappeared or anything. So I thought maybe he would have retired. Whatever the case is, whatever it may be, he plans to return, and I'm not sure what to do with this information, because like Nate Solder was a contract that I'm just like, all right, we're gonna get him off the books this offseason, you know, the June 1st thing where the cap hit isn't that much. I was like, yeah, that's a done deal. And now he's like, no, I want to come back and play. Now, obviously, it's going to be completely up to like how the coaching staff sees it, to be honest with you, right? It's going to be like if Joe Judge, if Jason Garrett, and if Rob Sale, the new offensive line coach, who I know has not coached a single game yet, but I have a lot of faith in Rob Sale just based off his success at Louisiana, and, you know, the things you hear from, you know, former players, former colleagues and whatnot. I just got to tell you, I'm really excited about Rob Sale. It all depends what they think. And in my opinion, there's only one simple reason to keep Nate Solder, and that is if we witness like the largest salary cap cut, the largest salary cap, you know, restructure. I'm saying salary cap, but I should say contract. The largest contract restructure of Nate Solder's salary. That's the only way I see it happening. If the man comes down to making like $4 or $5 million a year. Like, honestly, and to be honest with you, I don't see that happening. I don't see Nate Solder saying, yeah, I'm willing to take this massive pay cut to play a right or backup swing tackle for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But if it does happen, I'll tell you this right now. If it does happen, if somehow, some way, they manage to get this guy to play for $4 or $5 million, First of all, props to Nate Solder, because he just want to play football at that point. You know, at that point, he just wants to do what he loves, which is playing football. And maybe he's just looking a way to continue to support his family for a little bit more. And that's extremely respectable. So if he does that, props to him. But second of all, we got offensive tackle depth for days at that point. We don't need to go into the draft and take an offensive tackle like I've been mocking. We don't need to go and worry about offensive tackle and free agency and whatnot, because at that point we'll have 4 offensive tackles on the roster, assuming we manage to get Cam Fleming back, right? We'll have Andrew Thomas, Matt Parrott, who hopefully is the future starter, but even if he isn't, it'd probably be Nate Solder there, which, once again, it was an idea I was toying with a lot last season, and I'm not going to pretend as if I wasn't thinking to myself, him at the right tackle might be way better than him at the left tackle, right? So if it's not Matt Parrott, it's Nate Solder, then you got Cam Fleming. Either way, you have 4 really good offensive tackles, and I think that would be actually, man, that would be a good tackle room. Like, for real. Nate Solder for 4 or 5 mil. Cam Fleming, who's really been somebody that's kind of underappreciated. Like, he got a lot of hate, but the hate was mostly for, and I keep saying this, it was mostly because he was playing instead of us seeing Matt Parrott out there. But Cam Fleming is a good swing tackle. He's good for what he is. He's a swing tackle and a backup offensive tackle, and he's good at that job, right? So if we have that, guys, our offensive tackle depth is set, honestly. And at that point, I'm not worrying about offensive tackle or offensive tackle depth rolling into the offseason, you know, for free agency or the draft. The only offensive line thing that I'm probably going to be worrying about getting is what's going to happen with Kevin Zeitler, who I think we should definitely keep. Like with Kevin Zeitler, I see no reason to cut him. With Nate Solder, I see like one reason to keep him, right? But then, yeah, the only thing I'm worrying about the line is the interior. I'm hoping that Will Hernandez gets back to form. I'm hoping that Shane Lemieux improves, which he should, because he was a rookie. You could only go up from your rookie year, hopefully, right? And I'm hoping that we restructure Kevin Zeitler and whatnot. Like, I don't even know if I really take an offensive lineman late in the draft like I've been doing. Maybe I still take a guard or something. Maybe I still take a backup center. I'm not sure. But that would ease a lot of pressure off of the Giants, in my opinion. That would do us a lot of good if, and there's a big if Nate Solder agrees to take the most massive pay cut I've seen in recent memory. I don't necessarily expect it to happen, though, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely don't expect him to come back and play left tackle for us. Like, I think that ship has sailed. I think we could all agree that Andrew Thomas is the left tackle of the future, at least for now, right? Even if you're not a complete believer in Thomas, he's the left tackle rolling into the 2020 season. I should say 2021 season, and Thomas is going to be over there. It's really going to be that right tackle spot, which is something we were like, all right, who's going to be there anyway, you know what I'm saying? And just to remind y'all exactly of his cap numbers, he's set to carry a $9.9 million salary and a $16.5 million salary cap figure in 2021. And Solder made $35 million off the Giants in his first 2 seasons in 2018 and 2019, which we all know was a terrible deal for us. Of course, if the Giants still opt to move on from Solder, they take a $10.5 million dead cap hit. They could designate him as a post-June 1st, and they'd still have to take that money. But they'd be able to spread it over 2021 and 2022, which is going to be $6.5 million this year dead cap and $4 million next year of dead cap. Now, what do I expect the Giants to do? I'm not sure. I kind of told y'all what I would like to happen, and that would be the more kind of impossible thing in, you know, convincing him to take that massive pay cut. There's a reason I think that's impossible, and I said why. So what do I think the Giants will do? I think we're probably gonna, I don't know, man. I want to say we're gonna cut him because there's no guarantee of getting Cam Fleming back. Like, so here's the thing. If we get Cam Fleming back, like, absolutely get this man Fleming back, and, you know, he's gonna be the swing tackle for us, you know, he's gonna be our main backup guy, then I think that increases the chances of cutting Nate Solder. Even though, like I said, I think it would be amazing to have 2 guys like Fleming and Solder on the roster as depth guys or rotational guys for the right price, of course. But I want to say the Giants are going to cut Solder. I really do want to say that. I think that they'd probably be comfortable moving on from him, rolling with the group they have, and then maybe, you know, just taking a young depth offensive tackle guy in the draft, or, you know, signing another depth offensive tackle guy. But I want to say the Giants are going to move on from Nate Solder. Don't quote me on that. I really can't predict it. because it's kind of an unpredictable situation. I mean, you could talk about Joe Judge and his connection to Solder. Judge was on the Patriots for so long. Of course, Solder was with the Patriots before he came with us. I'm not sure how much the special teams coordinator interacted with the offensive tackles of the team. It could be very well 0 to none to maybe a couple interactions during practice or something like that. I'm not sure. You know, it really would be up to the coaching staff, which is why I kind of want to say, if we keep him, if we let him go, whatever it is, make sure you remember it was ultimately up to the coaching staff to do this. And it's what is up to Gettleman and I'm forgetting the guy's name that handles the contract for some reason, but you guys know who he is. What is up to Gettleman in the front office would be to try and, you know, figure out the contract details and whatnot. But put your thoughts down below. Let me know what you all think. That's it for now. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch y'all in the next one.